And we back, man, with another banger. It's back to the basics. It's your boy Drew for two.
It's your boy Luck, man. We back with another one.
And we got a special guest, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the crowd.
Yes, sir. It's David with Resoles. You can look me up on Instagram, everywhere, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Resoles 24/7 on Instagram, and just Resoles 24/7 on Facebook, and then Resoles on YouTube.
Yeah,
pretty sure. Spell it for the people, right?
Yeah, we got some
people at home.
Specify.
So it's Instagram basically you spell it R-E, it's RESOLES 247, and then YouTube is the same thing, and then YouTube is just Resoles without the 247, and Facebook is with the 247. So
y'all heard that? So we just spelled it out for y'all. We want to see at least 10, 20 more subscribers on YouTube. We need about, y'all tap in with my man's right here.
Get it right, man. So we're going to start the show off a little different.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the table is empty today. You know what I'm saying? Special episode today. But we still got the sponsors, though. We don't get to that. We're going to say we still. But the table was empty. So we're going to start off.
Yes, sir.
With a special surprise my man got for me, man.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? You want to go ahead and reveal it up?
You asked for some shoes. The shoes you had gave me was some Jordan 2s. It was like
the Black History Month.
Black History Month.
Yeah.
And they had basically Kobe on there.
Uh-huh.
So by them having Kobe on there, I wanted to just amplify that and put like Kobe to the 5th degree.
Oh, okay.
So
just to get like people at home, so I had the Black History tools when COVID hit. You know, like right before COVID hit, that's when COVID had passed. So I just wrote like, cause those are the shoes I was hooping in. So I just wrote like the rest in peace, Black Mama, Gigi, everything like that. So
yeah. So I wanted to amplify that, and I asked you. I didn't charge you. It was the kindness of my heart.
No, I wrote courtesy of the mob.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I wanted to give it to you just off of the company because I'm coming here and I wanted to let people know what my skills is. Man. So this is your first time seeing it.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just bring them out right there.
Oh!
That's a full live reaction right there.
Yeah, no, we gotta show the details on them, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Show the details on them UAV. Oh, come right here, UAV. Yeah.
That's it.
No, that's hard.
No, that's hard for sure.
That's hard. Hold on. Yeah, rest in peace, Gigi. Rest in peace, Cole, man. You see them, and they put together like this was coming off. These was coming down.
Yeah,
my boy
it
got all
needed
that
a glue
together,
job
man.
and everything.
A lot of buckets been in these, man.
Yeah, and then you brought your 11 win like 82s. I did that too as well. Put the stuff on the bottom of them.
Boys back to life.
Yes, sir.
You remember here? He's been out hooping that pickup.
You know somebody crazy with the edits, man. With the when they can make your bottoms icy.
You know what I mean? That's
like the bottoms icy.
Come on now.
And then I put them. I'm glad you like it. I put the the protection on the bottom. You know what I mean? And I also left the rubber open still, so that way you can still have traction.
Okay.
So not too many people is doing that. I make sure people have that because.
Say it again. You saying too many people doing it?
It's not too many people doing the protection with the shoe detail because to the simple fact, I don't look at it as your shoe. Uh-huh. When I get your shoe, it's no longer your shoe. It's my shoe now.
Okay, so it's our shoe.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to make it to be as if, what if this is my shoe and I could on my feet? How would I want it done? That's how you show true love to someone. Is you got to make it seem like yours. You got to obsess with how to make their stuff as better as you would if it was your own.
No, these look like how they came out the box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gotta go ahead and go through them. No, this.
I'm glad. Here we gonna put it up here.
Yeah, oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, we're gonna put it up here.
Here we go.
Here we go. Right here.
Yes, sir.
Send them over there, Lee.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. My bad.
Right.
And the two I put instead of 24/7. I know you work a lot. I put 24/8. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 24/8.
You see?
Rest in peace, Beam, man. Rest in peace,
He's nice, man.
Go.
All right, go
Yep.
ahead.
And then he got Mambo on the back there, and then it's got his logo right there.
Oh, I didn't even peep these.
Yeah, sneaky logo right there.
Oh!
For sure.
Oh no, I gotta show that. I ain't even peeped that.
That's his logo right there.
Sure.
Yeah, check that out.
And then it's
You seen that? I ain't even catch that.
All right,
I caught this one.
Yeah.
I ain't even catch that. Damn.
yeah, and if you notice that shoe is yellow, so I put blue on that shoe
Details.
because it's blue here.
Okay.
And I put yellow here because it's yellow here. So that's why I did that. So I think of it as what would I want? And that's how I do for my customers. Everybody, no matter if you don't have enough or if you have just enough money, I still go all out because what would I want done? It's about how you treat people, my man. So you should.
No, that. I really
Yes.
appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it, man. I'm happy.
Check these out. Check me out.
I'm clean now.
You see
Yes,
it?
sir.
My boy about to be in Cali.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm glad.
Yeah, now go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
just this. All right, so let's dig into it. Like, where did this start at? What made you even get into it? Has it always been something you've always wanted to do? Like, just give us a little background on the beginning of the business.
So in February 2022, I guess a little bit before February, I had bought some shoes that I've been desiring for quite some time. It was the Jordan 23. That's my favorite shoe, a Jordan 23. Not too many people up on that shoe. It was the first Jordans that I finally bought back in 2008 for myself. I'd never bought Jordans, so I just bought that, and I held prized possession to me, and I broke them. Basically, you just break them down, you know what I mean? So I'm like, well, let me go look. And when I go look at the shoes 23, I bought the red and blue ones, the 23s, the colorway, and when I bought it, they bust. And I said, oh, Lord Jesus. So and the shoes cost $500 a piece. And that's cash. That was $550 a piece. So I said, I can't do this.
He said for a piece.
Per shoe.
No, not per shoe, per pair.
How about he got $1,000?
Hey, I had to clarify right quick.
Yeah. So it was $550 a
But
piece.
he still got 2 feet. What do you mean?
I had 2 pairs. So actually, I bought 3 pair. So I really love the shoes. So I'm like, and when they burst, because they were all old. And I didn't know at that time that conditions can make the shoe destroy. You destroy the shoe in the condition. So with that being said, I essentially had looked up and figured out how to fix them. And I just started doing it. And at the time, my spouse basically said, David, you really do really good work. And I'm an artist in real life. I draw very well.
No, obviously.
So I draw very well. So when she just said, she said, David, you need to start drawing again. And I said, and she brought me a whole art utensil during Christmas, and that just took from there.
Damn, that's tough.
So she brought me a whole art utensil, and I took it from there, and then I put the shoes with it with paint. It was like an atomic bomb meets a grenade, and it just exploded in my mind with creativity. I started taking shoes that I had, then I started buying shoes, and then before you know it, I'm gonna be honest, the Holy Spirit just threw me into it because people started coming to me, and I wasn't even advertising.
Really?
And so, and then I just started from there. That's how I got started. And then it took off because I had a mission at that point. And the mission was, when I started buying shoes from the resellers, I started seeing they started taxing. So I said, I gotta stop this. I gotta find a way to stop them from hurting us so bad as a people. You know what I mean? So basically I said, okay, this is ridiculous. I can't be buying a shoe resold and you already wore it for like $300-400. I know some shoes are high priced, but it's gotta be a way. And then I just got into it from there, and I vowed that I'm gonna put a dent into not just the reseller world, but into people scalping people for shoes. It shouldn't be that these shoes should be costing this much money.
So you really out here doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, that's what
real life.
Yeah,
that
real
is
life.
the Lord's work.
Yeah, I don't want people to be charged unfairly. I think if you love somebody, then you should charge them a good, fair, decent price. It shouldn't be, you should just be so money hungry that I got these pair of shoes, let me just charge the most amount that I can get. People seem to think that money come from you or money come from you, but money come from the Lord. He just allows you to have it. And when you get that understanding, you can have a better perspective in life.
For sure. So how do you, most business owners or entrepreneurs in general, how do you differentiate or decipher knowing your worth from what you are charging?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I first started, I was undercutting myself a whole lot, and it was hurting. And I'm thinking like, man, why am I doing this? Now to decipher is that there is no move that I make without the Holy Spirit telling me. I'm not religious. I don't believe in any religion. I'm just a follower of Jesus Christ. So I follow Jesus Christ, and by me doing that, I have the Holy Spirit, and he tells me, David, this person, charge them this much, because you may not know that this person is getting their shoes done, but they got to pay rent. But they really want those shoes done, and they can't afford it all the way. How then can you help them? And when you do that, God bless you tenfold. What you gave back, he'll bless you tenfold. So that's why I do what I do. I don't have a set price like that. Especially if you see me in person, people have came to me, and I can attest, I charged you one amount for something, and you like, let me get it for the 30. I said, all right, you good, bro.
No, facts.
And
Facts.
because I'm kind-hearted, because that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, bro. You gonna get your money, bro. It's gonna come.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, and you hitting on that point, I read a book. I'm gonna start giving y'all gems on the book, but I read this book called Go Givers Sell More. And you could just break it down to the simplest form of the more you give, the more you get. And it's not even looking at it from a selfish aspect or wanting. It's just if you that person that's willing to give, like you said, work with people, going above and beyond for people. Like you give me your shoes, they my shoes now. But once you have that mindset, like you said, it, like I said, come back to you tenfold.
It does. You can't get anything with the closed fist. You have to have it open so the water of what God gives you from himself, the living water, can go to other people. And no matter who I give shoes to, they gonna get Jesus Christ. That's the most important thing. I pray for my customers. That's the most thing I care about. I care about their soul more than I care about these godforsaken shoes. Because at the end of the day, you live only so long, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years. You got to die. It's eternity after, and I don't want my conscience to be scorned because I never told you about the gospel.
So we had to turn that to your slogan. Hold on. I care about your soul more than your souls.
My boy got bars for days. We got everything for you here, man.
Right there,
you know what I'm saying?
More than your souls.
Yes, sir.
Souls. I got you.
Just drop a quick little 8. Oh, that's fun.
Quick little, you feel me?
You gotta pay for that.
That's like.
Well, no, actually, I got 2 questions for you, man.
Yes,
you
sir.
actually spoke on it, so I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna ask the first question first because you are so. How long you been drawing?
I've been drawing since I was probably about 5 years old. I started. My mother brought me a EC desk, like a desk. I hope I pronounced it, but it's a desk basically that you have like this, and that you draw it. And I just would draw so much that I would fall asleep at the desk, and I didn't know. I built Lego blocks. So my mother was a vicious mother. She was a police officer. So she said, you better not move or I'm going to whoop your butt when she took naps. So she would put a whole mound of Lego blocks. And when she got up, it was houses built. So I had always a creative mind. And I was always blessed with that. And I was always blessed to talk. So you mix all those chemicals together that the Lord blessed you with. You got somebody telling the gospel and giving out art. You get what I'm saying? So that's basically where it comes from. Drawing is my passion. It's not just drawing, it's painting. I love painting.
It's painting.
Yeah, it's painting too and drawing. I love art. Period. I just love it, man.
So I'm gonna stay. So I do got my second question, but actually, so I'm not an artist. Like I can't draw to save my life, but like I love art. I love like thinking outside the box. I love like just creative thinking. You know what I'm saying? I hate being like structured. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So like with that, what goes into like a painting or like what made you create this? Like what goes into your creative space? You know what I'm saying? When you get in your lab, let's say that. What goes into all that?
Well, I first asked the question, what space I have to do what art space I have on the shoe. In just an aspect, I asked the question, well, I know he likes Kobe Bryant for this particular shoe, and I know he's giving him a RIP, a rest in peace, so I'm going to put his daughter on there, and him, of course, but I wanted to put his face so we can identify who it is. You know what I mean? I wanted to put his name as well, instead of just the Mamba, which is right there. I just wanted to do all that, so that went into play. But when I'm doing other art, I think of it as the same aspect. When you obsess over somebody's product and you make it your own, it becomes far better than what they can ever imagine, because you have now made their shoes your own, and by doing that, you can what you think is bad work is unbelievable work to them. It's unbelievable. I made many mistakes on the shoe, but you can't see it because it's unbelievable to you, because I made sure to make it so far above what you've asked for that even my mistakes look good to you. So that's how my art, I take that into account.
That's fire.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's what I got. That's a great that's a great answer to a question. So, really, to combine that, you literally spoke on Christ like since the show started. You know what I'm saying? There, literally every other question, other words, Christ. We really don't really speak too much highly on that about the show, or whatever. But I do want to ask you, when did you get so deep into your faith?
Well,
you know, because that's really what I hear. Like, you have a lot of faith. And my mom was like that. Like, we're built on faith. So I'm not gonna lie, so like I'm deep into the church and stuff like that. But like, you know, so I do believe in God and stuff like that. But the faith that you have is like seems very unwavered. Like, did you have to go through a traumatizing, you know, experience? Was this, you know what I'm saying, passed down from moms? Like, how are you so deep in your faith and just really walk blind in faith?
Yeah. That's a good question. I'm going to break it down to you so that way people who don't believe can now see how I believe. That's a good question. No one can, this mic, you can't know if it works until you do what?
Speak.
Try it. You have to try it. Speak. You have to speak into it, try it, right? No one knows nothing works until you try. Well, in the Bible it said, taste and see that I am sweet. Try me and taste. I had to try God, not test him, but I had to try him. When you have the Holy Spirit, he tells you things. And when he tells you those things, once those things come to pass, you like, this is insane. Let me keep trying. And after 30 years of doing something like that, it's unbelievable. That's why I'm so unwavered. It may hurt hearing something that he had said to be true. But I still nonetheless have to believe, because he is unbelievably, undoubtedly, 100% totality, because I've tasted him and he is 100% real. He don't play no games. People out here that can say he's not real, but he ain't nothing to play with, bro. He's 100% real. And I feel that those who don't believe is a sad mistake, but everybody is free to believe what they believe. I'm not knocking that or whatever. But what I am saying, that for those people who don't believe, just taste, just try. You had some cherry lime laters, right?
You know, so my grandma always said, you know, back in the day, like, you bring a plate of food, like, I don't eat that. Boy, you ain't even had it. Try it.
Try it.
Yeah, so
that's right. Yeah, you had cherry lime laters for the first time. You liked it. You eat cherry lime laters. You had flaming hot Doritos, flaming hot Cheetos. They good. You tried it. You had, what's your favorite food?
No.
Just
alright, nacho Mexican.
Hey,
I'm about to get the freestyle like that. Pasta, man.
What's your favorite food? Ribs.
Facts.
But did you always knew you liked the ribs?
Shit, I mean,
He probably did.
yeah. I don't know. Right?
No, you never tried it at first. When you first tried it, you like, wow, this is unbelievable, right? This fire. That's the same way how I feel about Jesus. When you try and you say, Lord, one way you could try him is you pray. You say, God, help me to do this particular thing or that particular thing, and that very thing that he asked for, that you asked for, comes to pass. You like, wait a minute now. Let me just do it 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more. And he don't get enough of keep doing it for you. He loves you. He want to keep doing it for you. Ask him for $1 million. And I got a car out there. Just say this and then we can move on. I had a car out there. I never asked for it until he told me to ask for my car. I wanted a black Impala, 2017. It looked nice. I saw somebody with it. I had an older style car. And he said, David, why don't you ask me for it? And I'm like, I don't know. And I asked him. My car broke down, and he allowed me to get it. The way my car broke down was impossible. It was impossible to where I couldn't get it fixed no matter what. It wasn't the transmission, it was an electrical problem. And it never had an electrical problem. But he made it to where I can get that exact car that I asked for. That's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling, bro.
Yeah, nah. You fuck my mind up.
So I got a 2017 Impala, and I said, Lord, I gave him detail. I wanted the black tinted windows, the black car. I don't want to buy 10. I want it to already be, and it's already tinted. I mean, I'm not joking. It's true. There's many more other stories. Just taste. He tastes very well.
Just try the food. That's it.
So I want to piggyback on necessarily how you were saying you grew up like artistic. I'm the same way. I grew up drawing, painting, very artistic.
Yeah.
Art was probably my first love.
Yeah.
So I like to look at it like this too. Do you feel like what you're doing now is like you finally, not even gonna say finally, but are you aware that I'm living in my purpose doing what I'm doing?
Yes. 100,000, 10 billion%.
Okay.
I know some people may find their purpose late, but nonetheless, what your purpose could be, you've started out late. By you finding your purpose, it could be such a fast track movement that what you would have done in 5 years, that purpose can allow you to do in 2.
Mm-hmm.
So by me finding this purpose, I've never saw anything in my entire life move this fast. Never. Never. No job, no nothing.
Yep.
It's nothing on earth.
Yep. The way I look at it too, like when we kids, people don't realize we all born with these gifts. No
Yes.
matter what. That like it's God given. We like to overlook it like, nah, you just like to draw, nah, you could just sing, you might just be good at basketball. No matter which way you look at it, but we all born with these gifts. And I feel like you finally come around to live your true life's purpose when you see life come full circle. Like for me, and you could attest to this, so can you. The stuff I'm necessarily doing now is the same stuff I love doing as a kid. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like, not without a doubt. No matter what I'm doing, like, damn, I'm still artistic. I'm still doing, music stuff, all that, basketball. Like, this is the same stuff I love doing as a kid, but that's what I was saying earlier. Like you said, Drew was chopping it up. This don't feel like a job.
Yeah, right.
It don't feel like I'm working. I'm having fun.
Yeah, I have fun doing it.
Fun. Yeah.
What I was going to say, you'll never be successful in life until you do your purpose. You could be doing anything you want to do, but if it's not what you were called to do in your purpose, good or bad, you could do it for the purpose of good, or you could do the purpose for bad. But until you do what you were called to do, you won't be successful in life, no matter how hard you try. That success doesn't have to equate to money. It can equate to peace. It can equate to joy and happiness. If you'd have been like, David, I can't pay you right now, can you still do the shoes? I would have still done it. Because it's not the money that, even though money is an aspect of it and I do need it as a resource, but it's not just the money. It's the fact that I get more joy out of bringing you joy doing that.
You brought me a lot of joy, Ross. I appreciate you. You brought me a lot of joy with these.
So what's some of the highs and lows you experienced so far? Like, just
doing the business?
Yeah.
One of the highest highs that I have is when basically it's a high every I'm addicted to it. It's a high every time I get a smile. I don't care about the compliments. Whenever I even call my customers again and ask them, hey, are you happy? When I see you return and I see you, bro, that makes me it keeps me going. And when I don't get it, I'm okay. But it keeps me going. It keeps me satisfied. It keeps me fiery on hot to do the job. Nothing can deter that, even if I wasn't to give it. The lowest I have is when a customer is disgruntled. I'll try anything to make that customer happy because I don't want them to be sad. Because that's not my purpose, to make you sad from a job. I haven't had too many of those, but if it does happen, I'll try my best to rectify the mistake and to go all out to fix whatever I've done wrong. So that's
about what you're doing.
No matter. And I'm a very competitive nature person, so I need to win. And if I don't win making you happy, I've lost. And listen to me. Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody telling y'all anything. Every man in this whole world loves to win. If you don't like to win, maybe you are an alien, because it's no way you could be a man and want to lose. Every man want to win. Everybody. Look at Joe Biden. I'm just saying this. I don't care about presidency or nothing. Even he want to win. He's 1,000 years old.
Joe Biden.
He don't even know how to talk. He still get up there and want to win. You know what I mean? So if I can't win your not happiness, if I can't win a smile, I lost. I don't care how good the shoe look. I need a smile. We love to see you smile.
No, that's great stuff. Also, like, and one, I do appreciate like your energy. And like, you know what I'm saying, you just have like a very uplifting like spirit around you. You know what I'm saying? You really like to believe. And to take a leaf like one, so have you ever worked a regular job?
It hurt, yeah.
It
hurt.
Okay, yeah, so when did you just like, I'm about to go all in?
Well,
can we get the story about that? Like, was it an experience?
Oh
like,
yeah, it was.
happened?
It was. You know what I'm gonna
Go
talk
ahead.
about, right? I'm gonna talk about.
Yeah.
So look, this is what happened. I got fired from many jobs. One, because I like to evangelize. I don't care about the job. I care about your soul. So I would get fired sometimes for that. And so I'm like, God, this can't be it. I can't stop talking about you. What is it? You know? So it's not even the fact that I can say it in the most nicest thing. Like, you know, you need Jesus Christ, and you know, have you ever, even if they'd still fire me. They'd find a way to get me out. Well, this one particular time, I didn't talk too much. They were cool with me with it. And I went to church because this started taking over. I started getting, because I have deals with wholesalers that resell shoes, and they bring shoes to me.
So do the timeline. So this is about how many years ago?
This was this year.
Oh, this year?
This year, this just happened.
Oh, okay. That's recent.
So, yeah, this is recent. So I was at church, and I was in Bible study, and I told one of the head Bible study guys, I said, hey, man, can we pray? It's something about his prayer is powerful. I said, can we pray and see if this is what the Lord called me to do? Come on. You know, I'm tired of it. I need to figure it out. I can't keep working 10, 12 hours at a time doing the job and the shoes and the job and the shoes. So I asked, and essentially we prayed that the Lord bless me to let me know if this is what I'm to do sooner or later, and that the transition will be smooth, that the owner of the company will be okay. 2 days after that prayer, I was fired. And they gave me $3,000 to leave.
Wow. No way.
Try him and taste him and see he good. Jesus tastes like chocolate.
So was it?
I'm just joking. Taste to see if he real, man. Hey.
No, that's crazy. No, because I wanted to add, like, so when you went to the Bible study, so like, was it a feeling like, man, like you was something I couldn't do?
It was bothering me for months.
That's what I'm saying. So was it like you just needed a lift? You said I just need to find something, or
this is how,
what led you to even go like to ask that question?
This is how people kept hitting me. Bro, you need to do this. And then one day my wife basically said, David, you need to quit this. You need to do this. I looked at her, I said, you crazy? You think I'm going to get rid of guaranteed money for some?
Oh, no, the wife told you this.
The wife told me.
That's why you need a good one.
The wife told you this.
She said, David, you need to do this full time. You ever thought about doing this full time? I said, babe, I can't get rid of guaranteed money for this. And I knew that this required faith. Faith that I just didn't have at that time. I'm going to be honest. Man. I was not only a lover of money, but I just couldn't, I was covenant money. I needed that money. I needed that dollar. I needed that guaranteed dollar. I needed to see that paycheck so that I can do what I want to do. And the Lord saw that. And so after that, she basically told me that. And I said that Wednesday,
how does that conversation go? Like, the only reason why I said it, because that's a real life conversation, like, from like a wife and a husband. Because usually the husband comes to the wife like, listen, babe, we about to take a hit. I'm about to take a leaf on some faith. You know what I'm saying? It's going in the long run, it's gonna pan out. Nothing like that. Like what was the plan? Like,
no, she believed in me from the first start. She said my work is amazing, it's astounding, and David, you need lost the first job, not the first job, but when they fired me the first, and then it slowed down. And I was holding in, I was hanging in. God will push you and keep pushing you until you see why He's pushing you. Yeah. And so I was going, and I called my wife. I can't do this no more. What am I doing? I can't do this no more. And I said, and she said, David, hang in there. I know you're frustrated. And she said, I'm with you whatever way you go. And so after she said that, I calmed down, and then I said, Lord, I apologized, and I said, Lord, I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated. The next day, I think I had probably like maybe 20 pairs of shoes come the next day.
Mm. No, you really can't make some of your shit up, huh?
No, it's 100%. God is not nothing. I don't care, bro. He's right here with me, and He's watching me, and that dude don't play. He's not a father that loves you. Ha! Not like these men. This dude needs he cares about if your nose hurt because you picked a booger too hard. You hear me? He want to heal that. That's how serious He is. You see what I'm saying? So He cared about every little aspect, and that's one thing He cared about, my finances. And He's not something to play games. Here's a good one. I just recently didn't pay mortgage, and I had to wait till this month to pay it from last month. And I just said, Lord, come on, God. I'm trying to pay the mortgage. The next day I got the mortgage.
Straight like that.
I can't call, hey, Bob, do you think you can help me up? Oh, cool. No, I can't do that. I got to call up Jesus. That's the strength. That's all I got, bro. I got nothing else. I got no schemes, no nothing. That's my whole go-round.
So tying it a little bit back to the business, what you talked about, that competitive nature. What separates you from the rest? Like the other people, doing custom shoes and all that. What put you over the top? Why should I come to you versus going to somebody else? What makes you different?
When you see the shoes.
Yeah.
But he want to know.
It's something deeper though. It's something deeper inside.
I know that there is essentially, I know by doing my research, so you can't beat you. Let me give you, a competitor can't beat another competitor until he studied the competitor. You had to first study they're not my enemy, but you had to first study the competition. So I had to first see what everybody else offered. Once I saw what everybody else offered, I must excel from that. And so doing that, you get people that customize shoes, that just customize Air Force Ones, but they don't customize Jordans. You get people that customize Air Force Ones and Jordans, but they don't re-glue shoes. You can get them do all three, but they don't clean the shoe. You can get them to do all four, but they don't sew the shoe. You can get them to do all that, but they don't essentially have the equipment to keep it up, that speed, that rate of speed. So not only do I sew the shoes, I glue the shoes, I paint the shoes, I customize the shoes. Not only do I have the equipment, but I can make it come back harder and faster so you can get the equipment back. There was a guy who brought some shoes to me, and basically he said, the guy still got it from last month. I said, you said what?
By the way, 2 weeks.
A month?
And a half.
Well, actually, your shoes been done. They were sitting.
Oh, see, he was waiting for the interview.
I was waiting for the interview.
So couple days, he was waiting for I held him up.
Yeah. So I wanted to do everything that nobody else can do all at once. I wanted to sew, I wanted to color, I wanted to dye suede, I wanted to do everything, glue a shoe. I haven't met too many people in Michigan that's gluing a whole shoe and sewing the shoe. Like this needs glue, but you have shoes like this that needs sewing. You see what I'm saying? So you can't find everybody to do that. You can look on YouTube and see people do it, but not here in Michigan as of right now. So I do all those things: sewing, gluing, basically everything from the icy soles, everything, because I have the equipment to do it. I had to make sure to get the equipment, kind of like David and the Goliath. With the rock. I'm sorry, I mentioned it again. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, I had to throw it out there.
Yeah. Hey, one-stop shop.
Yeah.
So whatever you need for your shoes, like you said, glue.
Matter of fact, I don't mean to cut you off, but a woman brought she brought some red bottom high heels.
Okay.
And it was a hole in the heel part. I fixed the hole. So that's essentially like plastering. I do that.
You fixing red bottoms.
Fixing red bottoms.
I don't know nobody else fixing red bottoms.
No, you gotta throw them away. That's
I
crazy.
ain't gonna throw them
Fixing red bottoms.
They gonna keep it in their closet.
I don't care how much them bitches deep. You better wear them.
They gonna keep it in their closet. I do soul transplants. Soul transplanted, basically, I have people that come to me with either a Jordan 4 or whatever it is, and their soul is crumpling. They'll give me a donator soul, and I just put a new soul on for them.
Real life doctor.
Yeah, no, real talk.
He doing transplants.
Yeah, I can color the soul. So say if you say, David, I want this particular shoe. I want it to be navy blue down here. I'll dye it navy blue, and it'll be stuck that way forever. Though you can't. So I do that for people right now. My bad. I
No,
do
you
that.
good. So no, you like a real art. No, not like you are a real artist, but like you know how you say like you just might get the tattoo.
Yeah,
You just do it with the shoe, huh?
do it with the shoe. That's right.
You got Picasso with a shoe game.
Yes, let it be known, man.
It's only a matter of time before it goes farther. If this is where I'm starting, and it's only been 2 years.
I was about to ask, yeah. So how long?
It's only been 2 years. 2 years. What I officially got my LLC in June 25th, 2022. So if it's only been 2 years, it haven't even been 2 years yet, and I'm this far. I have my own website. I have my own cleaning product that I use. I make from scratch. I have my own everything that I use, because the reason why is because then if I go keep buying stuff, then now their hands is in my pocket, and I got small pockets.
No, for real though.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah, so I don't want everybody's hands be in my pocket. So if like I told y'all before, if you can do it, then I can. You're a human, you have a brain, and so do I. So if you can do it, I can. And when you have that mindset, you can do anything that you put your mind to.
Is that so? Eventually, do we want to get a store? Like,
I am going to get a storefront. Inside of the storefront, I don't want to reveal everything.
No, we ain't gonna block the blessings by talking about it.
But I do want to get a storefront. But I want it to be a one-stop shop for your whole feet. So think about that.
We just gonna let that. We ain't even gonna just let that marinate. One-stop shop for your whole feet. For everybody. Just let that thing. One-stop shop for your feet.
Think about what you go and get your feet done.
Like what you need for your feet is what he's saying. Not just the shoes and socks. Everything.
Everything.
Got corns on your toes.
You know?
Everything.
Athlete's food.
Because why? Because if you obsess over something more than the person is, they're going to get what you got to give them. They're going to get... so I have to make sure, wow, your shoes is clean, but your feet is messed up. What we going to do here? You really want to go outside?
I'll be like, what? I'm like, what you just saying?
Yeah, no, but see, when you come from a place of love, they gonna be like, you right, bro. I messed up, bro. I need it together, bro.
It is a little.
Yeah.
Don't worry, go right here, and I got you.
Cold.
Yeah. So
where does your this passion come from, bro? Like this energy, like you like sitting next to you, like you giving me life. Like where does that come from? Where do you think that comes from? Is that from the like where's that's the
So everything that I've done in the past basically is all passion. So whatever I put my mind to, I go to the full force. That's one of my gifts that I believe I have most. If you put it in front of me to show me how to do, I started playing chess when I was 4. I know a lot of people say that, but
no, hold on. You started playing chess, so we got this thing called no clickbait, right? So you can't be over here jeffing.
I know.
Okay, so
I wish I can call my mom and tell her.
No clickbait. Bitch,
Yeah.
playing chess since he was 4.
I was playing chess when I was 4. I beat my first adult when I was 9.
No clickbait.
And so I beat my mother when I was 11, and then I quit after that, and mentally. And so I beat the person who taught me. She was a master to me. So I beat her because she was a police officer, so she was a sheriff. And so you know the jail people that play chess.
Yeah.
And so all the sheriffs, I would hang out with them and play chess. And so, and plus I was a nosy person and I was curious. So I saw my mother and my father, my mother and my father playing. And I said, what's this? And they said, well, you can come learn. So I learned. And at 4, at 5, I got the gist of it. And then I started playing. And so I was playing as if I was playing for years. But it does require a lot of time. That's why I let it go. But basically, whatever I do, it feel like I've been doing it for years. So that's why I'm so good at whatever I do. I make sure I make it my go. I study it and research it. You know those movies that you see a robot that sit and watch the TV and they learn about life and then they act like they've been living here for years. That's basically what I do. I go on YouTube and download for hours and hours and hours. That's how I learned how to do shoes. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
Student of the game.
In hours.
Damn. So so you saying like studying the passion, do you ever get tired, bro?
I get tired only when my body, because I went to the Army, so tired is not.
Oh, so you went to, damn, that's another part. So you
I served in the Army.
Yeah. Interesting life, huh?
So the Army does something, they make you get narcolepsy, and real Army vets know what I'm talking about. Like, you'll be so sleepy in basic training, you'll shoot the ground with the live round. It's bad, it's awful. People have done jumping jacks and fall asleep doing jumping jacks and they sprain an ankle. So I've learned how to master not sleeping. If I don't want to sleep, I don't care how tired I am, I gotta get it done. So I just, whenever I put my mind to do, I do it. Now there is come a time to where I do clunk out. I clunk out hard. But I get right back up like I never clunked out.
Yep. What is I wouldn't even say the motivation or inspiration, like what is that behind that though? Like to give somebody who's listening, like, damn, like how do I get his energy? How do I get his life? How do I get it? Not life. I mean,
you give
his faith. Like his faith. Like how do I get his enthusiasm? What would be something like are you just born with it, or like no, like this? I've worked on it. I had to go through this and kept my faith. Like what is it?
What I would suggest as to the audience is that basically you have to want more than any other want in the world. Not saying more than Christ, but you gotta want to win hard. Like people that's out there doing shoes in Michigan, you think I'm not competing with you. You're a fool. I am, and I want to be better than you hard. And it's not me making a shot at them. It's just I'm telling them basically I want to be better than anything. Than anybody in the United States, anybody in Europe, anybody all around the world. It's not me being confident or cocky. It's just that I'm just that competitive. And would you say that to Kobe Bryant?
Right.
Would you say it to Michael Jordan? Bro, he played golf. He competitive. This guy went to baseball. Nobody don't say nothing about him. Why can't you be like that with everything? Shoes. If you said you was a banker in a sense, that's what you do on the side type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You do it hard. You be the best. You punch them numbers hard. You get people out of the line fast. Mm-hmm. Lastly, I work for the glory of the Lord. I don't work for myself. I work for the glory to give him glory. So that's a big issue too, but a big thing there. But I try to be the best at every single thing I do. Don't play me in Monopoly. It's awful.
Serious.
I do. I play my mother and I really dog her.
You've been kicking mom butt for a minute.
Yeah,
man.
we just played yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, she beat me.
I run it back.
I quit. Yeah, I quit.
Run it back, Mom.
I quit. I quit. My wife was talking to me like, wait. So you think that I want to stay to lose? Who wants to do that? No, I'm going to quit and I'm going to come back and I'm going to win. And you serve a sore loser, I'm a sore winner. Oh, I'm going to talk some terrible stuff to you in a game, not in real life, but I'm going to make you hurt. I'm going to make you feel it because I love winning.
Yeah. So what is I wouldn't say like that. And like you said, you want the one-stop shop for the foot. Are you ever gonna like get into like painting, like selling your own paintings and stuff like that? Is that
I did want to do that. I did, but I don't want that part of the art becomes a task to be sold for me. So there is a promise unto the Lord that I made that basically when I got my house, I'm going to paint him giving it to me. So there are paintings that I'm going to do that I've promised, but I'm not going to sell that part. This I can give because it's not asking for a lot. When you do an actual full stretch painting, a portrait, you give a lot of yourself in that painting. And to see that creation go away, it's a tough thing.
Art really like it just isn't seem like art like real, like how we look at like basketball, like that shit is like real life your child, and then as you watch it grow up, and it's just like that's how like it's so deep to you though.
Yeah,
it's like a real deeper meaning. Like could you give, like what does art mean to you If that's a good question.
That's a good question.
What does art mean to you?
Art makes me feel what God called me to be. He said, let us make man in our image, and let us make something. What then does that make me? A maker of something. Mm-hmm. I'm a creator just like him. And he made, bro, if you had a child, don't your child do something that you do? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has that attribute. So I'm making, when you go look outside and you look at the wondrous creations, that just take a look at the grass blowing.
It's art.
That's art. Have you ever noticed what God's favorite color is? It's green. It's green. It's green. It got to be green. Everything green. Grass, trees, bushes, plants, flowers. Green.
Yeah.
Even though the sky takes up everything. It's blue. So, but still.
That's crazy. No, so art, damn. Like, no, bro, you have an interesting thinking, though. Like, an interesting type of... Have you ever, like, growing up, like, was you considered, like, the weird kid and stuff like that?
I was bullied for a long time because I was weird and misunderstood.
Yeah, that's what I'm misunderstood.
I was misunderstood. Yeah, I was
yeah.
misunderstood, and I didn't know why. And oh boy, did I get in trouble so much for talking and all of that stuff like that. But I didn't know why. I didn't know why I needed to talk. I didn't know why I wanted to talk so much. I didn't know why I loved art. I didn't know. And as I got older, people say you talk too much. I say it's a blessing that I do, you know, because now I can give the gospel. You get what I'm saying? Now I can say things that may lift you up, like you're describing. And as for the art, well, I stopped the bullying. I became the bully. I bullied the bullies. Yeah. I didn't bully people. I bullied the bullies who was bullying people to stop that nonsense. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I just started, you know, just embracing the weirdness. Like this is true. What I'm about to tell you, it's no cap. Like you, whatever.
No clickbait.
No clickbait. I was listening to opera music at like 7, and I loved smooth jazz until it went off of the air. V98.7, please. Don't date my age. It was V98.7. I would listen to that when I was a child, bro. I'm weird like that, bro. It's just, or strange, you know. I was a very subtle, calm guy. I asked my mother at 4, how can I be married? And she said, boy, the questions I would ask would blow them away. And she said, boy, you want to pay bills? No. and so I got up out of there. But I've always wanted to be married since I was a little boy. Since I was a little boy. It's always, that was me. I needed that.
It was all soul.
Yeah. Yeah, my mama had me when she was 30, so you can understand now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, my mama had me when I was 30, when she was 32.
Yeah, so you can understand when you born, and back in the 80s when you born at that time, tend to be, you know, they listen to, you know, Popsicle Toes. That's Michael Franks, please. Jackson 5s, I played all of that, and I would just listen to all old music. I never listened to any I never listened to Tupac. I never did. I don't even like Tupac like that. I know it hurts people hearing that, but I like jazz.
You like what you like.
I like the singing guitar. Go look up what a singing guitar is. And you won't stop listening.
That's something for him. You gotta put that on. You gotta get a
singing guitar.
singing
You know, I'm a
guitar.
student. I'm an all soul, so I be doing my homework on the music.
Yeah,
For
so
sure.
yeah, so
For
I
sure.
yeah. Kenny G is my everything. Kenny G is
That's your guy right there.
boy.
That's the one.
Kenny.
What inspired you to become an artist, though?
Like I
Did you
said,
have an inspiration? Did you follow somebody?
my brother was drawing better than me, and I had to draw better than him, and then it triggered. Like I loved what it come out looking like.
Your older brother?
My older brother. I
That's
got
how
5
it usually
brothers.
go.
I think 4 brothers and 5 sisters. So.
That's 11 of y'all?
Well, not all. You know the fathers.
Yeah,
You know how it go.
Yeah,
You know how it go, brother. So,
Mm-hmm.
and my father was different. So my mother had 2 husbands, and my mother had 3 kids by the first husband, and I'm the only one with the different.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So really, like, this, like, your passion started from just, like, wanting to be better than Big Brother.
Yeah, we compete. Oh, my brother. One day he told me, I'm not competing with you no more, David. That crushed my world. That crushed my world. When he said, I'm not competing with you no more, that hurted me. But I still compete with him on the low.
That's the reason why me and my big brother, man, I'm trying to be better than him at everything. I don't care what it is. Me and Mike G. Whatever he was doing, though, that's what I was doing. If he playing football, I want to play football. He play basketball, I'm about to play basketball.
Man, dog, I'm talking
whatever
about
you do,
G.I. Joes, everything.
and I'm
boy.
about to be better than you, though.
I gotta be the
I
boy.
got to.
But I love him, though. I love him dearly.
Yeah.
That's my brother, man.
No, you have a real just an interesting like aura about you though, Dave. Like real tough, man. Like one of the I wouldn't even say interesting like people we had, but you are a very interesting type of person, Austin. I really appreciate one, like you putting your soul into the shoes and what you've done, and like I really do feel like you are spreading God's work, even if you haven't sit here like, oh, I'm about to hop into church, and it's just like I said, you came here and you gave me more life, so I appreciate it. Like
Yeah.
and even like really believing like my mom is a big person on faith, you know what I'm saying, and just hearing like somebody similar to how she is, like that's even like, oh, okay, she not as crazy as I think, you know what I mean? Like but it's real life though.
It is.
So I appreciate you, man. Like I appreciate what you done came and gave us today, man.
And you said what, you gonna still come back to me some more?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
This is not the first, not the only time we come back.
Yes,
no,
sir.
That's like this was some real game.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Yep, and like you said, we gonna always give you your flowers, bro. So
Yes, sir.
just to let you know too, I just met you today. I didn't even know you prior to this, but
Yeah.
you got one of them spirits, man. You just feel like I already knew.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, we're
Bro,
facts, though.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, you need to, I would just say this, bro. When I go to grocery stores and I give the gospel, I don't give it like everybody else will give it. I first got to get to know you. It's people that told me they done murdered people. Like, yeah, man, I had to blow his brains out. Like, dang, that's tough, man. Well, bro, where did he go after? What about Jesus? I mean, I'm serious. So people would spill their guts out to me, and I just met them in the first 20 minutes. I know them. They got sisters, brothers, all that. And that's just, I don't know what that is, man.
So when you got like it's just a healing presence. Or just people could.
It's the Holy Spirit, baby.
Yep.
That's the Holy Spirit right there. Ain't nothing to me.
So definitely, man, keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, for you to not be, you almost 2 years in, it's got a limit for you.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
I know everything you saying that you gonna do is, I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I forgot I believe
It
it.
ain't, it ain't even a doubt in my mind, so I know it ain't a doubt in your mind.
No,
You already
no.
made us believe.
Yeah.
Nah, for real
Yeah.
though. So
This time. That's all. It take time.
keep doing what you're doing, and we looking forward to seeing how far you go with that.
Oh, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back for
Most
sure.
definitely.
Yes, sir.
So you know what I'm saying, before we get out of here, we don't got it on the tables, but you already know. Shout out to There's Only Us, man. We ain't got no intangibles, but shout out to Money Intangibles. We don't got no oils, Lucky Oils, but we smell like Lucky Oils, man. Shout out to Upper Score Films, my boy UAV. Of course. Am I forgetting anything?
I think we checked.
Check-
I know what you forgetting.
What is it, bro?
I know it is. Go ahead and say it. You about to say it.
You gotta insure your life. That's the most important thing, bro. Get your life insurance. You're looking at your type of insurance agent. But before we do get up out of here, man, go check out my boy Dave at. Go ahead. Where we find you at?
Like I said, Resoles on Instagram. Resoles 247. That's RESOLES 247. And then the same how you just spelled it on Facebook and on YouTube. It's just Resoles. You look me up. RE-SOLES, and that way how you spell it, RE-SOLES.com as well. I have my own website. It's not up and running yet, but it is there. You can go look it up and see what it is to making, but it's not fully up and running, and it will be a lot of different things on there. Not only would it be shoes to be sold on there as well on the website, to be shoes to be sold, but it'll also be my product. But also I'm also have to where it could be an uplifting word for people that need prayer. I don't like just giving my customers shoes without asking them one day, or do you need prayer? That's priceless, my boy.
Yeah.
Priceless ain't nothing. Prayer ain't nothing to play with, my boy. It's power.
Amen.
It's real power. If I don't care if you don't believe, me praying for you still work.
Amen.
So,
No.
so we got any businesses out there, whatever you want to do, music, whatever, come on the platform, come chop it up.
We get it, man.
Tap in with Back to the Basics. We got the packages.
And the numbers don't lie on them either, man. You can check the stats. But hey, that's a wrap, man. It's your boy Drew for 2.
So boy, look.
And it's Back to the Basics, man.
Back
We
to the
out.
Basics.
Damn, I
Yes, sir.
appreciate you,
Yes,
dog.
sir.
Like,